Mountain News this morning. We'll show you the progress at a higher ground housing project in eastern Kentucky. And a local partnership is bringing a $500,000 federal grant for a new culinary program in Perry County.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. Happy Thursday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here on this October 9th. We're at 5:34 this morning and we're ready for a check of our weather with Eric Dean. Eric, the 65 as our high today. I'm all sorts of happy about that, but I know other people might be getting their coats out, their gloves, their hats and everything.
Yeah, I mean, we are seeing temperatures right now, though, some places in the 40s, so definitely a chilly start to your Thursday. Here's a look outside in Pikeville right now. You can see patchy fog is the name of the game right now. So if you have plans this morning, make sure you allow yourself extra time to get from point A to point B. Make sure you also use your low beams too, especially if you're traveling late at night or in the early morning hours. So right now, live pinpoint Doppler radar right now, all is quiet throughout the area, and this is going to get a nice little break as we go into the next several days. Temperatures right now, again, 40s, even upper 30s near Clintwood. Clintwood is sitting at 40 degrees. Outlying areas seeing temperatures in the upper 30s. We're at 44 in Grundy, 46 in Pikeville, 43 in Hazard, 52 in Somerset. Hour by hour forecast for today. We're only going into the mid 60s, and we will see plenty of sunshine, but fall is definitely here finally. Now the question is, how long will this stretch of nice weather last? Details coming up in the first alert forecast in a few minutes, but right now it is 5:35. We'll toss it back to Amelia.
Well, we now know the names of the two people who were killed in a head-on crash on the Mountain Parkway. That crash happened Tuesday on the Wolfe County section. 56-year-old Robin Burchett of Paintsville was pronounced dead at the scene by the Wolfe County coroner. 27-year-old Caitlin Harmon of Salyersville was also pronounced dead at the scene. And another adult and two children were hurt, some critically. There was also a deadly crash near the Morgan and Rowan County line on Kentucky 519. Police received that call just before noon Tuesday. 68-year-old Donnie Smith of West Liberty was on the road when he crossed the center line and hit several construction barrels before hitting a parked construction truck. Smith was pronounced dead by the Rowan County coroner. We are reporting a deadly crash yesterday afternoon in Pulaski County. That happened on Kentucky 80 at the 1003 intersection in Shopville. 3 vehicles were involved. 82-year-old Walter McGuire of Somerset was killed. No other injuries were reported. A Pike County man was arrested after he was accused of assaulting 3 nurses. Police received a call about that incident last Saturday. Once they arrived at the Pikeville Medical Center's emergency room, staffers and security told police that Delbert Miller had assaulted the nurses and even fought with security. Police later discovered the nurses had visible marks from being assaulted. A Johnson County man is facing charges after police say they found drugs on him. It happened last week when Paintsville police received a call about James Daniel Oram being passed out behind the wheel in a McDonald's parking lot. After showing signs of not being able to control himself, police arrested Oram. Officers later found a substance believed to be meth, which weighed out to be nearly 45 grams. He was taken to the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center. Well, it's that time of year again. Perry County property tax bills have been mailed out and collections are underway. The sheriff's office says even if your bill has not come in the mail yet, they can look it up for you. Payments can be made online, by mail, or at their new location. With 2 drive-through lanes and handicap access, the office operates on a 4% commission, with the rest of the money going to local services like schools, libraries, and health departments.
If you pay your property tax bill in October, you get a 2% discount face value for the month of December, and as you go into January, you get a 5% penalty, and then after January, it kicks into a 21% penalty. So the system's set up to reward you to pay them earlier.
And those taxes are due by April 15th. After that, they're turned over to the clerk's office as delinquent. Folks in the mountains continue to look for higher ground housing as the Housing Development Alliance continues to build new homes for flood survivors. Right now, builders are working on the high ground community at the Skyview site in Perry County.
This is a project that's come about because of the leadership of the governor and the Commonwealth and all of the state agencies, but then also the county and the city have been really involved in and with the utilities and the funding for it. So we're just really excited to be part of this community response to the floods.
HDA Executive Director Scott McReynolds says homes will be finished in the next few months, and you can learn more about housing at housingcan'twait.org. Well, $500,000 federal dollars in grants are bringing a new culinary arts program to Perry County. It's a partnership between Hazard Community and Technical College and the Perry County Fiscal Court. WYMT's Caroline Mueller has more.
Here at Hazard Community and Technical College, leaders say this new program will help people in recovery gain life skills while boosting tourism. The $500,000 grant will be used to transform the former Leatherwood Elementary School into the Leatherwood Wildcat Coal Lodge. The site will include overnight lodging, a full-service kitchen, and a classroom for HCTC's new culinary program. Students will train in small classes and graduate with a certificate, preparing them for jobs in restaurants, hotels, or even their own businesses. The fiscal court is supporting the project with opioid abatement funds.
It's a great way to empower the individual that we're partnering with as well. And so that individual, when they complete the program, will have that certificate that goes with them no matter where they go. And so we're all about empowering people to help themselves and have a better life here in the mountains.
The program is expected to launch early next year, with students gaining hands-on experience by serving food to residents and tourists at the site. The funding comes through the Appalachian Regional Commission's Inspire initiative, which supports projects strengthening the recovery ecosystem throughout the region. In Perry County, Caroline Mueller, WYMT Mountain News.
College leaders say the program builds on their re-entry training success in carpentry and general education development and will strengthen recovery efforts across southeastern Kentucky. Well, the University of Kentucky held its Fall College of Communication and Information Internship and Career Fair Wednesday. Professionally dressed students had the opportunity to chat with local businesses and companies about internship and career opportunities. It's something UK does every semester, gives students a chance to build their confidence when it comes to interviewing for future job opportunities.
And so I think it's just a really nice word of mouth to, instead of just send your resume off into the internet, actually have a person and kind of build that confidence.
Whenever people ask like, oh, do you feel like you're ready for like after college? I think I am, because like I've been given so many opportunities here.
Some students were able to secure their internships yesterday, while others got full and part-time jobs. The Breathitt County Superintendent says school administrators have gotten proper training after one school hosted a religious assembly. On September 16th, Breathitt Elementary School in Jackson hosted that assembly. The Christian boy band, Three Heath Brothers, performed for all students. The band also passed out devotional pamphlets. Parents reportedly received no notice about the religious assembly, and at least one complained. The Freedom from Religion Foundation sent a letter to the school saying that it violated the children's constitutional rights and parents' First Amendment rights. The school took action quickly, getting administrators trained. In West Virginia, the Cable County Board of Education met to focus on construction and safety. The board approved additional funding for construction at the site of the new Ona Elementary School. The board also approved the installation of 6 new cameras to be added to Huntington High School to improve their current security system. And another school is getting a new emergency alert system to better ensure student safety.
And thank our public here in Cabell County. They certainly support our school district, they support our schools, and having a new ONA, as I mentioned earlier, it was built, the original building was built in the late 30s, and it's been added on to several times since then. It's not ADA compliant because it's so old, you know, we're grandfathered in. However, a new facility would be able to meet the needs of the community.
And all of these plans were approved unanimously by the board. A major project in Putnam County, West Virginia is on the horizon. The County Board of Education hosted a special meeting last night on the current progress of the new Hurricane Middle School project. Different options that are being considered with the new middle school include making the school 1 or 2 stories. The board weighing the pros and cons of both options, saying a 2-story building would provide more parking lot space but require elevator maintenance.
The traffic study is being done. That way it gives us, the designers, the architect, an idea of what we need to have in place to hopefully make the situation better than it is now. let alone adding 2 schools beside of each other. We want to maintain a traffic flow, have a parent lane specifically for parents. The possibilities there for an additional outlet. So that's being done before as part of the design phase. It's being done at this time.
Now, that traffic survey is to be completed by December 1st. There's no set start date for the construction of the new Hurricane Middle School, but Putnam County Schools hopes it will be done by the fall of 2028.